Good morning. It's the first time I've spoken anything since I woke up. Don's out with his Thursday morning guys, his buddies. There's 4 of them, and they go to Panera Bread. They wear their masks, except for when they're drinking their coffee or sitting down, and they try to keep a distance. But they've had this habit of doing this now on Thursdays for a long time. You all ever heard of walking barefoot on the earth? It's supposed to give you some kind of energy or something. And so that's what I'm doing. Been trying to do it a little more. It's not cold out like it was the other day when I was walking. I love these big shrubs that have grown up. They're like a privacy hedge. And here's our maiden grass and the back bench to sit on. I thought I'd maybe tell you about this lighthouse here. We have lived in this house for, isn't that pretty? I'm a person that loves the way light reflects on things. We've lived here since 2008, and before that we lived out in the country, and we had a very nice garage with a workshop. My husband had he could tell you the name of it, but one of those really nice table saws that construction people use. And our father-in-law told us about a man that wanted to get back to his woodworking, but he didn't have a table saw. And my father-in-law said, if you give him that table saw, I'll tell him something that you can make for him. So Don said, well, we'd like a lighthouse. So I thought I would show you. It used to be all wired up. You can see some wires down in there. And I had a light right there. And then this was an outside light. But anyways, this man did such a good job on this lighthouse because really, except for the first few years, we haven't done much to it. But anyways, that's how we got that lighthouse, if you've ever noticed it. And if you watched my past couple of videos out in the yard, not pretty, just light. This is where we feed the birds and the squirrels. And I gotta watch the sun because it's really pouring in. So we give them the wild songbird stuff, and the squirrels just tear apart their seeds. And there is a little tiny sunflower type flower that came up from one of the seeds. And it looks like it's just about completely empty. So all you do is lift that up and put the seed in there. So let me see. There's the maiden grass that's still laid over. I don't know if it'll come back because it's usually way above that. But it gets extra heavy in the fall with the kind of like wheat stalks that come on it. And here's our garden. Still has some fruit, or vegetables, I should say. I guess tomatoes are fruit, right? Still quite a few. Those are cherry tomatoes. Lots and lots of peppers, jalapenos, poblano, which we don't think we're going to do anymore. He doesn't really care for the thin skin. And they are very hot. Let me see if I can get some poblano. And here's a little tiny one starting up. And then over there, behind the other sides where the strawberry patch is. Well, I guess that's about it for now. Just love the light in the morning. I'm definitely a light person. There's Kendall. Right there. Kendall, you want to walk around? Come on. Let's see. See, I'm walking on the ground. Getting that earthing, they call it. This bench is going to be painted by our granddaughter that's a senior. And we're going to get whatever color paints she wants. And she can paint it up. And then we figure as each child becomes a senior, kind of like a senior rock, except this is going to be a senior chair. Come on, Kendall. Come on. Let's see. We got more maiden grasses. If you can't tell, we really like those. And our big old bush. It's full of the berries. I don't know if birds eat those. I know when I was a kid, it was such a big thing about not touching the berries. Of course, it wasn't here. Let's see if the mailman came. And there's our other bench. We sit out on this bench quite a bit, especially if we're saying hello or goodbye to the kids. And Don's been letting the ivy grow and fill in this whole area, but he does keep it away from growing on the sidewalk. But ivy's so pretty, English ivy. Nope, nothing yet. And there's our squirrel. We've always loved squirrels. Don did this probably 30, 35 years ago. We've never done anything to it. The fabric's original. The paint's original. Yeah, just out of a hole of a piece of wood. So, and let me show you. Don's put some of his stained glass in our windows. Looks like you can't see it real well. Yeah. Anyways, all the way across is his stained glass. Yeah, you can't see it. You just see reflection. All right, well, we will see you later. Good morning.